I'm sorry to say, but demons are fake news. Have you ever seen a billionaire being delivered of anything in church? No, because deliverance is for poor people. What you are possessed of is the spirit of poverty. Poverty mentality is your problem. The most corrupt politician in the whole world that tied juju on his waist and used 7 virgins in the last election, he will come to your church and your pastor will give him the front seat and start deliverance and he will not fall. But the poorest person in the church will start falling. Anytime you see somebody fall under the anointing, go and check their bank account. That's when you understand what I'm saying. It's hunger that is causing them to fall. Poverty is what's making people fall. Go and work on your poverty. There is no demon that possessed you. There is no spiritual husband. Your problem is poverty. You came from a poor background. That's why you are poor. Let me tell you, there is not demon. Your parents were poor. That's the problem. Your father died young, and then your mother does not understand finances. She knows how to do business, but she doesn't know how to stack the money. Now look at you now. You have grown up with the same mentality, thinking that hard work is going to make you rich. People don't get rich through hard work. I'm telling you. You have to be smart. You have to put brain on paper. It's not the spirit that is stealing your money and making your business not to grow. You are lazy. You don't know how to grind. You don't take advantage of the times. Go and read the Bible about the sons of Issachar. These are the people that understand seasons. You don't know how things change. You don't understand the weather, when to make the moves. You are not a finisher. You're a starter. You know how to start things. You don't know how to grind it through. That is the problem. It's not a demon. You don't have the culture. There's a certain culture that is supposed to be imbibed inside you, the culture of creating wealth. You are lacking it. And you can learn anything as an adult. I'm telling you. When last did you take a business lesson? You never took a business class and you want to do business. That's why you're failing. Your goods are not mysteriously disappearing. Your staff is telling you they are robbing you blind and you don't know how to keep basic inventory to know when products are missing. When last did you install CCTV in that office? Install CCTV and you will see that it's not a demon that is disappearing your goods. It's one of your staff. When last did you sit down to do calculations? Hire an accountant. Sometimes it's the thief is actually your accountant. They are robbing you blind. It's not a demon. It's not a demon that said you should not marry. You just have bad character. Go and work on your character. If you don't know how to work, go and look for a couple that you respect so much that have been married for 20 years. Ask them for advice. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not some demon. That wrangling during prayer, falling on the ground is for poor people. Don't go where poor people gather. Anywhere where you see that poor people are, don't go there. Any church that people are rolling like this on the ground is fake church. Go and tell your pastor that I said it. It's a fake church. Real churches, people don't do that. We don't do that in our church. You know what I'm saying? Church of rich people. Go to a rich neighborhood. Go to the church in a rich neighborhood. You will not see anybody stain their steeds on the ground. The cloth alone, the Gucci alone is worth half of the cost of the floor. Nobody is going to stain their Gucci on the ground. It's for poor people. When you don't respect your clothing, when everything you're putting on in your body is less than 5,000 naira, you can easily roll on the ground and dirty it. Demons are fake news. There are no demons. The reason why your parents are poor is because they were born in a poor neighborhood. And why is the neighborhood poor? Why is the region of the country poor? Because of the bad economic policies of the government. The government of the day have decided that this part of the country is going to be poor. So before you are born, your poverty destiny has already been determined. And how do you get out of poverty? First of all, move. If your family is poor, leave the damn family and move first. Some of you need to travel abroad first so that you can expand your horizon. Your method of thinking, just getting on the plane and looking down on earth from the plane, is an experience that will never leave your mind. Ask anybody that has traveled abroad before. It's a whole totally life-changing experience. Once you travel abroad and you come back to Nigeria, ideas will be flowing through your brain. Agricultural ideas, transportation ideas, and connections everywhere. Once people know that you've gone abroad, there's a certain respect. They want to do business with you. The problem with you might be that you are still in the country. Some of you need to go abroad for 6 months, 1 year, just to expand your medulla oblongata. You know what I'm saying? You are not possessed by any demon. The reason why you are sexually inappropriate, juvenile delinquency, is your hormonal imbalance. Is making you do crazy stuff. You are taking birth control pills that is disrupting your hormones. Maybe you were born genetically into a family where people's hormones are not balanced. So that's because of that, you're wasting your money on sexual pursuits. Go and discuss with your doctor, go to a good lab and do tests, and you'll find out which hormone you need to work on, and then you regulate it. Once you regulate your hormone, your life will come back in order. That's the problem. The reason why you are doing sports betting and wasting all your money and robbing your family to go and do sports betting is because you don't understand statistics. You don't understand statistics, that the odds are against you from day one. Finally, you don't understand power. You can win that bet and they will not give you. Some people are in court today because they won the bet and they did not give them. Why are you wasting your money in sports bet? Are you an idiot? That's why. They robbed you of education. You did not get the education in a quality school on time to understand that the odds are against you. Sometimes 1 billion to 1 for you to even win. So 1 billion of you have to play for one person to win. What kind of contest is that? That's why you're wasting your money on that. You're wasting your money. You are not possessed by any demon. Sometimes some of you are beating you. They're supposed to beat you so your brain will correct. You're not possessed by any demon. Anybody telling you to come for deliverance is about to rob you. Do you know many ladies have been molested when they came for deliverance? Nonsense deliverance. When you are taking pills, you did not know. Now your womb is locked. Instead of you to go to a fertility clinic and listen to a professional, you're going to somebody that will rub olive oil in your private part. Wake up. You're not possessed by any demon. Now that you're in your 20s, men are coming to marry you. You will not accept them. You reject all of them. Once you cross and enter your 30s, all the men will disappear. You think he's a demon. You don't have any spiritual husband. You have spiritual stubbornness. You are stubborn. Humble yourself and go and learn from people that found husbands, how they found it. The truth is that some young ladies didn't even know how they landed the man. But because their parents trained them properly from a good home, their mother took time to imbibe in them the character that a man will look out for. So that when that man meets them in 20 years' time, 30 years' time, the man recognizes that this is a wife material. It's different from dating material. Any man can date anything. The bank manager can even date the cleaner. I'm telling you. But when it comes to marriage, there's a special character and quality that men are looking for. You are not possessed by anything. It's not any demon. No, you don't need to do any sacrifice in the river or do any church thing, buy pulpit for the church before they can. God does not need anything from you. Poverty is the demon. You are coming from a bad background. That's why you have so many challenges. Once you fix your attitude, fix your location, I'm telling you, 99% of your problem will be gone. That disease was not sent by your neighbor. Your neighbor did not project that disease to the body of your husband. Your husband was born in a country where people normally sick, men get sick at that age. Due to the feeding, the food that is being imported in the country is bad. After 20, 30 years, it makes the man sick. The man is in his 50s or 60s, he's sick. So the problem now is that you don't have money to fly him abroad to give him proper medical care. That is the problem. If you are living in Canada, your life expectancy is like 78 years. What if you're living in an African country? In some African countries, 50 years. So which means if you cross 50, you are living on borrowed time. That is the problem. You are living in a poor area, poor neighborhood, and you don't have money. Stop blaming your neighbor. Your neighbor did not do anything. Wake up. You are not possessed by any demon. There is no demon. You are not fighting any spiritual battle. The battle you are fighting is poverty. Go send your children to do apprenticeship, to live with their rich uncles. Let them go and do one more during their break. Try and find apprenticeship for them so that they can learn how to get rich. Since you can't let, since your head is olodo, let your children learn. Stop blocking the way for your children. You are not possessed by any demon. Demons are fake news. Anybody telling you that they want to deliver you is fake news. If you are in any church or any spiritual house any day and somebody starts manifesting, leave that place, because, of course, I bet you will not see any rich person there.